Good evening, youth. Welcome to another wonderful Thursday. I do hope that you all have had a fantastic week. And of course, I'm pretty sure you're excited about the weekend. Well, at least I hope you're excited about the weekend. I know I always am because I get to rest. And hopefully you can do the same after you do your chores. So I wanted to talk to you guys about a really important topic, and that topic is perseverance. You could also consider that topic to deal with endurance, patience, waiting, trying. All those topics really come to mind. But the key word tonight is perseverance. Okay? What does the word perseverance mean? Take a second, think to yourself, what does perseverance mean? Do you have an answer? Great. My answer is the ability to continue to do something in spite of all the difficulties, in spite of all the hardships that may come to a person. So, it's a really important word to include in your vocabulary. It's a really important word to practice because as you get older, you'll have to endure. And the truth of it is, you're probably already enduring. You're enduring the pandemic. You may have had to endure COVID. You may have endured the passing of someone special to you, and you've had to really work through the disappointment. You may have had to endure different hardships, hunger, or a set of disappointments such as losing a friend or a family member, moving. There are all kind of things that we have to deal with that equal to hardship, which cause us to have to persevere. Persevering is not necessarily the easiest task because there are moments where giving up seems easier. There are moments when throwing in the towel seems like it's the best thing to do because trying and putting forth effort sometimes seems like there's nothing going to come of it. It seems like being a perseverant person yields no results sometimes. And that's just the reality of it. And being that you're in middle school, high school, you've probably experienced this. You studied and you still didn't pass. Or you tried to eat the right food so you could perform. Let's say you run track and you actually put in effort to have a better diet, and you may not have won the race. Or you practice day in and day out, and you've been trying to make 3-pointers on the court, and it seems like the basketball just won't go in. And so sometimes just giving it all you got, it doesn't seem to work out. But I want you to keep this in mind. Perseverance is the ability to continue even when hardships come your way, which is exciting because it doesn't necessarily mean all will be well all of the time. It simply means you continued, you tried, you kept running the race, you didn't give up no matter what. So regardless of the hardships, the turmoil, the chaos, you may say this was a disaster, you still persevered, meaning you still kept going, you kept your eyes on the prize, and even despite all the negativity, all the things that seem to not be going your way, you did not give up. And that, youth, is a really important factor. It's a really important component to survival. It's really one of the best traits you can have. So, I really hope that you put this word in your mind and really implant it in your heart, because there are going to be days where you will feel like throwing in the towel, and there may have been days that you did. No judgment here, because guess what? God is a God of mercy and He is a God of grace. So let's say you did throw in the towel. Give it a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, or eighth try if that's what it takes. The bottom line is, you don't have to give up long term, even if you give up for a little while, because perseverance is continuing along the path, even during difficult times and hardships. And guess what? Our life is a long path. It's a long journey. And we need breaks. We need to stop. Metaphorically, we may need some water. We may need some rest. Might need to take a nap. Might need to just stop and chill. Go to a friend's house. Metaphorically speaking, you can't just go through without taking a break sometimes, and it's okay if you do. But you don't want to give up completely. You don't want to get thrown off track so much that you forget what you were doing. You forget where you're going. You forget why you started. So that's why that word perseverance is important. Now, here we are. It's the end of the year. I'm excited. I'm a teacher, so I cannot wait until summertime. It's one of my favorite parts of the year, because as much as I love teaching, I get tired, and I do enjoy spending that extra time with my family. And I'm sure as students, y'all get tired, and you enjoy having summers and that peace of mind. But I say all that to say this. Please, 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 please be perseverant. Okay, I want you to endure this race. We are in the last leg of the race, the last 9 weeks. We are turning a corner, and I don't want you to give up too soon. I want you to hang in there. I want you to try your best. I want you to expect something great. Expect something awesome. Expect something from yourselves that you may not have expected all year. Persevere, keep going to the end, and you'll be surprised at how far you actually get. James chapter 1 verses 2 through 4 says, "Keep going to be transformed. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its works, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." So youth, that's the ultimate goal. There is somewhere we are all trying to get. There is a place that you are trying to go. So the goal is to continue along your path and let perseverance have its perfect works, because at the end of it all, when you persevere, you are better. You are better than what you were when you started. You are more mature. You are complete. You'll have a better sense of self. You'll have a better understanding of life. You'll have a new outlook on everything. Things will become so much clearer when you persevere. So, big word tonight, persevere. You can think of it as endurance. You can think of yourself the word as trying hard, continuing along the path, not giving up, whatever works for you. Just know that perseverance means you're going to keep trying, despite the hardships that come upon you. And yes, if you have to pull off for a second to take a breath, to take a break, to catch your breath, to get advice, to seek counsel, to get some help, to get a hug if that's what you need. That is perfectly fine, because just because you take a break or just because you get knocked off the path does not mean you're not perseverant. It doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to persevere. That's not true. If that happens, it just means you needed some encouragement. You needed to re-energize, you needed to refocus, you needed to shift your focus, and that's okay. So I want you to take away from everything that I said that even though perseverance is important and it's a concept that you'll have to practice the rest of your life, basically, it doesn't mean it's wrong if you get derailed for a second or if something comes up and kind of knocks you down. It's just you are capable of moving forward. And even if it takes you longer than anybody else around you, your friends, your family, even if it takes longer than what people say it should. Well, you're supposed to finish college in 4 years. Well, it may have taken you 5. It could have taken you 5 to get out of high school. I don't know. That's not what matters. What matters is you got through. That's the important thing that I want you all to take away. So as you persevere on this road to summertime and graduation and moving to the next grade level, just keep in mind that perseverance should have its perfect works, and that it's a biblical concept to persevere. And God is there. He's with you always and forever. 3 words we learned before: omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent. He's everywhere. He knows all. He can keep you in his hand. Okay? He will protect you. His grace and mercy is there all the days of your life. So you have the ability, it's in you to be able to persevere. So I hope you got something from this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you never forget that word. And if any point in your life, as you grow into adulthood, if you get off track, that's okay. Hop back on, persevere, chug all the way to the end. And at the end of it all, that's what matters the most. The effort that you put in to make it to your goal. All right, youth, have a great weekend. And again, I keep saying this, I hope to see you all soon, and I cannot wait to see how much you all have matured and grown. Have a great night.